That face, that face, that dangerous face. I mustn't be unwise. Those lips, that nose, those eyes could lead to my demise.
When I was just a little girl in Sweden, my thoughtful mother gave me this advice: if nature blesses you from top to bottom, show that top to bottom, don't be nice, not the best. Don't be nice. Hi, I'm Zina Mercil, and I'm playing the role of Una Hansen, Benson, Jonsson, Tallinn, Holland, Sweden, Svanson in The Producers at Boulder Dinner Theater.
Can you spell that, please?
No.
You probably could, I bet.
I have a degree in neuroscience. Yes, I could. I've done the production of The Producers twice this year.
Yeah.
Once in Hilton Head, South Carolina, and once in Rhode Island.
So
and
wait. Somebody put you in this show and they didn't cast you in this role?
I know. I was the amazingly talented and statuesque Bierstein.
Really?
Both times, yes.
Did you upstage all the other ladies in the show?
Clearly.
So, Boulder's Dinner Theater got it right.
Yeah, that's right.
They
knew what's what here at Boulder's Dinner Theater.
That's true. So Zina, the last time we saw you, I believe, I could be totally wrong about this, but last time we saw you, you had a rope in your hand.
Yeah.
You were cracking some skulls at the Country Dinner Playhouse.
Okay, that was back in the day.
That was back in the day.
Back in the day.
Yeah.
And then last year at the Arvada Center, again, with the cracking of the whip and lacage.
Oh, that's true.
It's
you
my
and a whip.
thing. I crack a whip like no one's business.
I think I actually pointed that out in print.
You did.
You and a whip.
You did,
So,
putting ideas into people's heads. It might show up in ULA. Watch out. It's a new thing.
I wouldn't be surprised. Did you teach A.K. Klumpke a thing or two with how to use a rope?
I was like, listen, A.K., you're doing Will Rogers. Need a little tutorial.
You need a little sex.
That's right. You need to tip and crack that whip.
That's right. So Zina, what is your first name short for anything?
It's not. It's Zina. It's my great grandmother's name.
Yeah.
And it's Russian.
It's Russian.
Not Greek.
Really?
And I don't do the thing.
I don't even know what that means. What is that?
Xena Warrior Princess, the TV show?
Oh, see?
I'm like beating you to it. So
I've never seen that show.
But me neither.
But you've had to answer that question enough times? Yeah, I could tell you thought I was going somewhere with that.
I did.
I really just thought
I was presumptuous.
I just thought it was short for something.
It's not. It is what it is.
So when did you did you grow up around here?
I did. I grew up in Westminster.
Yeah, where'd you go to high school?
I went to Stanley Lake High School.
Nice.
And I went to college down in the Springs at the Colorado College.
They have degrees in neuroscience at Colorado College?
They do.
I thought it was just degrees in liberal rabble-rousing.
Listen, I shake my fist at you.
But they're good at that there, though.
I am, shaking the fist.
Some rabble-rousing.
That's right.
So this is your third run in The Producers. Tell people this is the first locally produced version of The Producers anywhere in the metro area.
Yes.
Tell people what they're in for here.
Hilarity. People like me, incredibly talented. Clearly.
Is it just you, or are there any guys in it?
There's some other people in the show. I don't know. We were going with the one-man version.
Right.
I think Wayne Kennedy probably would have beaten me out for a one-man version of The Producers.
Nice.
You got to see that in Act 2. Show the birthday suit.
It's very, very funny. It's a great cast. It's very well cast. And for people that are used to coming here, you're going to see some people like Brian Norber in very interesting roles. And so it's very fun. I think people will laugh and get away from their life and have a great time.
Yeah, and at the top of the marquee, next to you, we have Wayne Kennedy and Scott Bayette.
Yes. You know.
Tell people about the combination of those two. How do they do?
They're amazing. It's so great because they've known each other and worked with each other for so long. It's the perfect pairing. I've done this show twice before, worked with wonderful gentlemen as well, but their chemistry is great because they're great friends. And it really shows on stage. And Wayne is hilarious. He improvs. I mean, it's just very clever, and Scott I have enjoyed working with particularly because he's my boyfriend perhaps in this little show. So
We're talking about the show?
in the show.
Okay.
Don't listen to this, Joni. Not in real life. Not in real life.
Nice.
In the show.
In the show. But it must be fun for longtime Boulder Dinner Theater patrons to come up here and see those two in particular working side by side.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well deserved for them to be able to do this.
But now, this is the most honored Broadway musical in history with 12 Tony Awards, but a lot of people may never have seen the 1968 Mel Brooks movie, so what is the basic setup here?
It's different from the movie because the original movie, is a big build-up to the show Springtime for Hitler, and that's the musical part, but there's no other music in the show.
Right.
And for this, obviously, it's a musical, so there's a lot more music. Very funny. I'm glad they changed some of the parts because Ula has a lot more to do in the show than in the movie. And the ending's a little bit different, so if you've seen the original, it's different. If you haven't seen the original... the basic plot is you have Max Bialystock, who is a producer on Broadway, and he's produced all these flops. And he has this accountant, Leo Bloom, come in to do his books, and kind of accidentally comes up with a scheme on how to make them both rich.
Yeah.
So, and then it just goes on from there. They decide they're going to produce the worst musical in Broadway history, and maybe they do.
And what did they come up with as the worst musical in Broadway history?
Springtime for Hitler.
See, now to me, a gay romp.
A gay romp at Berkeley's Garden.
That sounds like a runaway hit to me.
That sounds like a runaway. You know, there is nothing like some dancing Nazis. I'm telling you.
So this is written, obviously, with the blessing of Mel Brooks, who I believe was involved with the conversion of this to the stage as well.
He was intimately involved with it. A lot of it's the same as the movie. A lot of it's his lines. There's a lot of little clips, if you're familiar with Mel Brooks, from some of his other films. Little things show up. So.
And then some people, though, when they talk about Mel Brooks' style of humor, some people find it to be rather offensive because he has a wide swath of targets, and other people love it, just completely love it. What's your take on Mel Brooks as a satirist?
I personally, I had the good fortune of working with Brad Musgrove in Rhode Island, who was a swing and played Carmen on Broadway for years, was responsible for putting all these people into the show, Max's and Leo's in Europe, all over the place. And when he met Mel Brooks, he had said, quoted him as saying that he talked about the fact that the only way to take validity out of the situation is to laugh at it. And so that's his take on, I think, his humor, is that he laughs at all of these things that normally would be considered very offensive. And I happen to agree with that.
So if you're a Nazi, say, and you come and see this show, you shouldn't really be offended because everybody else gets made fun of too.
Exactly.
Right.
Everybody gets made fun of.
Is
there my gigantism even gets made fun of.
Is there a large Nazi population that comes to see this show?
I haven't personally waited on anybody yet, but I will let you know.
So
the skinheads, watch out. Get the report.
There you go.
Get the report back.
Okay, so we'll wrap this up. You're doing this until the end of March.
March 7th.
Does that mean you have to be sexy for 5 months?
Oh God, it's so stressful. I know. It's true. Yeah.
Why?
So come see me.
Okay, then why should people come see the show?
Because I'm in it. Hello.
That's it?
No.
Excellent. No, I think that's all we need.
No. You should come see it because it is hilarious. So get away from your crazy Christmas catastrophes. Ooh, alliteration. And everything. Get away from it. Come, laugh. It's funny. You'll love it.
Thanks, Zina.
You're welcome.
I can't wait to see your whip.
Okay.
You like it?
I want you to know that even though we are sitting down, we are giving you a standing ovation.